All right guys, welcome back to the channel. It is that time of year again. It is time to sample the new products for 2023, and the first up on my docket is this Mathews Phase 4. And now the Phase 4. They just continue to add more and more into these bows. Last year, the big hit was the bridge lock technology. It is the reason why I bought my bow on top of a few other, but I thought that was super innovative, super cool, and it did a lot for the bow, keeping everything close, more streamlined, and honestly, it just looks cool. Let's run over the specs on this bow really quick. Phase 4 29, so it's 29 inches axle to axle, with a 6-inch brace height. Draw lengths come from 25.5 inches to 30 inches. The draw weights come in 60, 65, 70, and 75, and that is adjusted through your switch weight mods. And the let-offs for these cams come in at 80 and 85%. The IBO rating on this bow is up to 340 feet per second. The physical weight on this bow is 4.48 pounds, so it's right at 4.5 pounds. Which isn't a particularly light bow, but it's not a particularly heavy bow. One of the things they did, we'll talk on the riser first. Not much has changed here necessarily, but they did add the bridge lock system for their stabilizer bars. So if you go to buy the Mathews line of stabilizer bars, they actually have a bridge lock bar that fits right into your riser. It is adjustable here with a little thumb tab, so you can run this thing pretty much all the way in to almost where your string stop is, and you can run a super short bar if you're trying to get it into a bow case. You can compress it, and then when it's time to shoot, or if you want to try something a little longer, you just dial it out. Tighten this down. On the bar itself, it has little notches, little indents, so you are setting the thing up in the exact same spot all the time. If you're someone who doesn't know what kind of bar you like to shoot, like a longer bar or a shorter bar, this gives you the opportunity to play with that. Sticking on the stabilizers real quick, Mathews, if you buy their accessories, they have an accessory sidebar mount that does the same with the bridge lock bars. So it's actually a system that holds this whole bridge lock bar in super tight to the bow. So not much has changed up here in the grip of the bow. Everything is still the same. It comes with the Mathews Engage grip, and they still have the integrate rest for your dovetails, for your QAD Mathews products to bolt onto those. But the big thing that they did change this year, which actually I was kind of skeptical on until I actually shot this bow, was the limbs themselves. So typically if this is a V3, it'd have 2 limbs on the top and 2 limbs on the bottom. What Mathews has actually done is they have split those limbs and put a rubber dampening system in between, which they are calling the resistance phase dampening, the RPD. I was kind of skeptical about this. It's like, is this really gonna help? Is this gonna quiet the bow down? Is this gonna reduce vibration? What is it really gonna do? And all of the above. Companies like Mathews and other ones have tried to add dampening pieces into it to try to mitigate that vibration as it gets there. Me, and just the way my brain works, thinking if you can stop that vibration as soon as possible, whether it be up here at the cam, in the limb, the further you get down, the less you have to mitigate later, and the easier it is to clean up that residual vibration. And this does it. The first 2 arrows I shot out of this thing, I was genuinely surprised on how quiet this bow is. I'm inside and there can be a little echo, and when you shoot a new bow, it's got a little bit of a snap to it. Hell, even my V3X has got a little bit of a snap to it. But this bow is, I didn't think they could get any quieter after last year, and I, again, have been proven wrong. The limb design hasn't really changed, except for now there's more of them. When it comes to the cams, nothing's changed here. It's still the regular cam, the concentric cam system that they have with the switch weight technology. You can buy your mods in all your different weights and your different let-offs and really customize that for you. Let's shoot a few arrows through this, and I'll show you guys how quiet this bow actually is and how it feels. I'll shoot one, normal grip, you can hear it. pretty damn quiet. Now the draw cycle on this has not changed. It is the same cams. The geometry is essentially the same. So nothing has changed there. So if you're a fan of this Mathews draw cycle, this bow is gonna be for you. Full grip. Man, it's got the tiniest bit of vibration, but it's no more than, it's less vibration than there was on the bows last year, and less vibration than I have on my V3X, which is sitting right here and I've shot. So if you're in the market for a short axle to axle length, a 29-inch axle to axle length, I would recommend this Phase 4. If you're a Mathews fan, this thing is absolutely killer. The grip hasn't changed. If you're a fan of that, nothing's changed there. The feel of the bow, how it holds in your hand, nothing's really changed there. But some of the accessories and some of the sprinkles or the icing they have put on the cake has really made this thing stand out of the crowd. So if you're in the market for this, I highly recommend going to your local Mathews retailer. If you're in Charlotte, stop by Barefoot Archery, see Jesse and the guys. They got these in stock right now. Don't know how long they're gonna last, but come shoot one of these, see if you like it or not. Till next time, guys, my name is Jeff Cordero. Smash that like button if you're thinking about getting one of these Phase 4s. Hit that subscribe button.